We are back. Welcome back to the Fearless Ambition podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your man, Kadon Sterling. And it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. I didn't want to. The channel got hacked. I didn't think it would ever happen to me, but it did. Somehow, some way, the channel got hacked and everything was wiped away. I finally had a discussion with YouTube and everything was brought back. We're going to talk about that and a lot more, but we really are going to have a sports conversation today in the Cars, Golf, and Cigar Lounge about the fight last night. Gervonta Tank Davis against Lamont the Reaper Roach Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, Tank almost got tanked by his opponent. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the Cars, Golf, and Cigar Lounge. And this is Kadon Sterling once again with the Fearless Ambition podcast. We are back, people. We're going to have a great conversation. Don't forget to check out my channel on YouTube. Don't forget to check out the channel on TikTok. Don't forget to check out the channel. It's going to be on Apple Music. It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be everywhere that you get your podcasts at. But this right here is a raw look, very raw look, because everything just got framed up and everything like that. It's going to be my cigar lounge that I do cars, golf, and cigars from. So a lot of y'all people know me from cars, golf, and cigars. Exactly. Go to that channel right now and make sure you hit the subscribe button. But it's in process. It's work in process, and it's gonna be magnificent in here. We're gonna do a lot of cigar reviews in here, a lot of sports conversations in here, a lot of money talk conversations in here, a lot of trending topic conversations in here once this room gets completely done. All right? So, let's get to why we're here. Stick with me. Last night's fight, people. Listen, while we get this cigar together. Before we talk about what everybody is definitely going to discuss today and talking about, let's give a lot of respect to Lamont the Reaper Roach Jr. Young man, you can step up right now so we can get to you first. If you think or if you felt you was not a part of the conversation, you are now. You are now. You are absolutely now part of the conversation. So, sir, we give you a lot of respect because you have done what nobody else has done in over almost 10 years when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis. You have not only went the distance with him, you have made him human. You got to understand something. Tank is looked at as a superstar in boxing, and he should be. He's looked at as the superior boxer in every fight he's been in, and he should be. He deserves it. He has put the work in. You can't deny anything about him. But my man, Mr. Roach Jr., you have made him human. And now, when a boxer becomes from a superhero to human in the boxing world, your Achilles heel has now been shown. To everybody who may have thought they wanted to fight you but didn't want to really fight you, to everybody now wants to fight you because you are the bag. Absolutely, Tank is the bag. You fight Tank, you move up a couple of commas. But everybody always know at the end of it, some kind of way, he's going to pull it off. Me included. But what Mr. Lamont Roach Jr. did was what every boxer should do. Everybody say they come in focused. That man was focused. Everybody say they come in prepared. That man was prepared. What he was not was overly cautious. What he did not do was give Tank a lot of boxing respect, even though he knew and he knows. Tank got that punch. Tank got that power. Tank got that speed. The man went in there and did his job. Let's get to the point. The fight was called a draw. Tank should have lost that fight by 1 point. And I'm going to say it straight up and down. He should have lost that fight by 1 point. That round where he literally took a knee, legally in boxing, if you get touched at all and any part of your body touched that canvas, that's considered a knockdown. Not a knockout, but a knockdown. You get a standing 8 count. You get 2 points off that round. Tank lost that round. Now, Tank won the majority of the rounds because let's be honest about it. Tank put in work. He put in work last night, even though he looked a little suspect. He still put in good amount of work. Tank was winning that. When I looked at the scorecards, Tank should have been winning that fight. If Tank would have just stayed fast, he probably would have still won that fight by a split decision. Maybe not unanimous, but split. But Roach came back and he started making the gap smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. He did. And then when Tank took that knee, not that he was hurt, I don't know what he was, because I don't believe he was hurt. I saw you say grease got in your eye. Let me pause for a second. Because I'm not going to talk about that just yet. Because I'm still want to give Mr. Roach Jr. his respect. I'm going to get to that. Mr. Roach Jr., what I saw, he was angry. But he was using his anger in a specific way to the sweet science of boxing. This was a good technical fight. Neither man was trying to make a mistake because either man could have caught with something that would have put them on their ass from the other one. So I get the mindset. Neither man wanted to make a mistake and get caught. But last night, I do believe 100% Mr. Roach put the time in, he put the work in. Time in and work in to win that fight by 1 point. And he deserves his respect. He deserves his salute to him and his team. Because nobody has been able to do this against Tank in over 10 years. Nobody. Stick with me. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Fearless Ambition Podcast. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling. Now, let's get back to what we was talking about. Because now I got to get Now I got to talk to Mr. Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm going to need you to step up front. I'm going to need you to step up front, bro. I'm going to need you to step up front so we can talk, bro. And I do mean this with all due respect, bro. You playing. Bro, you was playing. I don't know if because in the middle of the fight you got nervous, because I don't believe that. But at the same time, I don't know that. But I do know you playing. Okay? Because for some reason, something, in my personal opinion, went off in Tank's head, and he said to himself, I'm not going to be able to beat this dude by knocking him out. That's out the window. So I'm going to have to outbox him. That's a possibility. People don't give Tank the respect he deserves as his IQ for boxing. And he has a high IQ for boxing, and he has one of the best instincts in boxing, natural boxing instinct. He really does. But something happened with him last night where I think he knew there was a chance he may lose. And he don't want to lose because losing for him, as he said, it would be embarrassing. And I think he rather took the safe way out and not engage the way he could have to avoid getting countered. Because what happened last night, Mr. Gervonta Tank Davis, one of the best counter punches I've ever seen, got counterpunched. You was getting tanked by somebody else. Your routine was being used on you. And I think you saw that. I believe you felt that. And I believe you try to play it too cautious. Number one, what are you talking to the ref for so much? Now, y'all gotta understand something. It's easy to talk this, right? If you're not a boxer. Excuse me, if you've never been in the ring. It's easy to have an opinion. Everybody does. But we are, some of us, are true to this boxing game. True to it. Like myself, I'm true to this. I don't just look at it like boxing. It's a science. It's something that I study. Everything you was doing was taken away from your concentration of the person that was in front of you. You got hit with a left that you never should have got hit with because you so busy talking to the ref. I think you basically, bro, you look like you got spoiled because everything's been going your way. And you felt like everything was going your way. I saw immaturity last night from you that I have not seen. It's like a little kid came out who's playing. Who the hell were you talking to on the outside of the ring during the fight? Why would you turn around and put your whole body on the outside of the ring to have a conversation with somebody? I've never seen that in boxing in my life. Man, just stop fighting, turn around and started talking to somebody outside the ring, and you got somebody over here who's trying to take everything from you. He's trying to take your belt, your reputation. He's trying to take it all. He's trying to build his legacy up off of you. That's his job last night, to build his legacy up off of you. And you almost let him do that. That draw saved your record, in my opinion. Because you should have lost by 1 point, bro. But you could have won by at least 4 or 5. Because the route you was going from round 2 to 5 or whatever, I said, he's smart. Tank is smart. Tank is smart. He's smart. But then I think you got desperate. Because it started looking like you wanted to just only counter and try to get your 1 punch. And then when a boxer goes into his bag and say, I got that 1 punch, Deontay Wilder, that means you're going to be completely on the defense, you're not fighting offensively, and you hoping and praying that he opens up enough for a millimeter second for you to get yours in. The rest of the time, you on a skateboard. Now, I don't know about people talking about he's switching coaches, this, that, and the third. I don't believe that had anything to do with it because his team is his team, and his team is solid. Tank's team is solid. Solid. It don't make a difference who's there. Calvin, the other gentleman that was there, they all been with him since he was a kid. They all have been there. They solid. I don't know their inner things. I don't know them, but I can see that they're solid. So I don't want to say the corner or the team. I'm going to say last night, bruh, you were playing. And believe it or not, nobody want to hear. I just got my hair braided 2 days ago. So that's why the grease went in my eye and I couldn't see. I don't care what go in your eye, unless it's a thumb from the boxing and the gloves are stitched together, so we don't have a lot of thumbing no more. You in a fight, bruh. And I think at some point, you thought you was in a video game or something, or you lost track of that. Your focus that I've seen to be impeccable just went to nothing. Like nothing. Like you could have just, like, I'm not saying you gave up. I'm just saying you knew your plan A wasn't gonna work and plan B was desperation. And you have never been on that side of things. So now, you looked very human for somebody who's a superhero in boxing. And you're still a superhero in boxing. I'm taking nothing from you. But now it gives dudes who never would open your name, they all gonna be screaming, let me get him. Okay. Let me get them. Cats that's not even in your league, just because they're in your weight division, is going to be coming out of the woodwork. When Mike Tyson's armor got dented for the first time, his armor never was the same. Never. And it's because part of his armor was his reputation of intimidation. And that no longer was a factor for boxers. Everybody looked at Mike like, let me get him. 2 years before that, a year before that, you had to make somebody fight Mike. And that's what's gonna happen now. You're gonna have all these cats, even though them cats, Shakur and them, was already talking how they want to fight you, this, that, and third. It's good for publicity, it's good for this, it's good for that. I get it. I like Shakur. Shakur is a technically great boxer. Great boxer. He is. If you gave me Shakur against Tank, I was gonna take Tank. Straight up and down. Not just because of the one punch, it's because of his IQ for the ring and for his instincts, as well as his power, you know? But bruh, last night, I hope last night did something for you to say, nah, I can't go out like that. That wasn't my best performance. That was, them later rounds, brother, even though y'all gave it y'all all and y'all went toe to toe a few times, you better than that, bro. You're better than that. So I don't know what your focus was on. I don't know what you was thinking. I don't know what you was doing. But you're better than what you gave last night. And I'm not talking about giving it to the public, because we're not in there fighting you all. You look across that ring and you saw a man who looked right back at you and said, bro, this ain't gonna be your night. And he meant it, because he came in there with bad intentions, bro. He came in there with bad intentions. You came in there playing. The smartest thing you said before you walked out the ring was, let's run it back. I respect you for that, because you knew that was some bullshit. You knew it. So when you said, let's run it back, I completely respected you for that. But don't run it back in Brooklyn. Go to Vegas. Go to Vegas, get your shit together, and understand that retirement is always your option if that's what you want to do. You've earned it. You've earned your leisure, brother. You have. But it's all about how you want to go out. Okay? And I believe in you, man. I believe in you. But believe that rematch, though. Believe in that rematch. Handle that. However it happens, handle that. This is the Fearless Ambition Podcast. My name is Kadon Sterling. I thank y'all so much for being here. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please share it with people. We're going to build this channel back up. We're going to build this whole thing up. It's going to be a beautiful situation going into 2026 and 27 and 28. All right? Thank y'all. I'll see you on the next one.